Good morning to all. Today's topic in organizational behavior is perception. Perception, it is an intellectual process. In the earlier chapters of SOBC model of human behavior, we have discussed how the organ and the stimulant acts as a base for the behavior of the individual. Here, the perception is an important factor which creates the difference in the individuals. Each individual perceives the same situation differently. It is a cognitive and psychological process. Perception is a process by which an individual gives meaning to the environment. By seeing the picture, we can see that a few people, they wanted to know the elephant. Actually, they are blind persons, and they started picturing out the elephant with the help of sensation, that's through their hands. The person who touched the leg says that the elephant is like a tree. The person who touched the ears said the elephant is like a fan. The person who touched the tail said that the elephant is like a snake. But actually, the size of the elephant is entirely different that of what they said. So it depends, the perception depends on the view of the person how they view it. Here also we have another example for viewing. At the top we have a picture to say that the person who is standing in the left says that it is 6, and the person who is standing in the right says that as 9. So the views differs. This is how the individual difference is created. By looking at the chart below, we have to say the color and not the word. Basically, when we read it, we read the word and not say the color. So when I want to say it is green, blue, red, it takes some time for us to coordinate our left and right brains to perceive things in the correct manner. We'll see the meaning for the term perception. As I said, the perception differs from person to person. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at changes. So for the person who is standing in the left says that it is 4 sticks, and the person who is standing in the right says that it is 3 sticks. Okay. Next, the definition of S.P. Robbins: perception may be defined as a process by which individuals organize and interpret their sensory impressions in order to give meaning to their environment. Perception is derived from the Latin word perceptio, meaning gathering or receiving. Perception is the organization, identification, and interpretation of sensory informations in order to represent and understand the presentation of information to the environment. See the characteristics of perception. Perception is a selective process. It receives the information from the sensory organs, the 5 sensory organs: eyes, nose, mouth, and skin, and ears. So simultaneously, these sensory organs are received by the body, the organ, but it selects only few informations, few stimuli, which are necessary for us. Right? Second thing is perception requires sensation. Sensation means it needs the sensory impressions to process. Perception involves organization. and also perception involves past experiences. The organized informations are compared with the past experiences in the mind, and accordingly the output is derived at. Change is the basis of perception, and perception is objective as well as subjective, and perception affects the aspects. Next is managerial applications of perception. First one is interpersonal working relationship. Organizations are intended to bring integrated behavior. Therefore, managers in the organization need to know whether or not members share similar or at least compatible perceptions. If they do not, the problem of organization are greater and will require efforts to make perception more compatible. Misperceptions usually leads to strained relations and may even result in open conflict among the people. Next is selection of employee. Organizations, they typically select new employees on the basis of selection test, interviews, and review of applicants' background. In many instances, much of the information is vague and the managers are subject to many perceptual problems when they make the selection decision. The major areas of problems in this are that the manager's emotional state may vary from day to day, causing unfair perceptions of the same applicant. There may be strong tendencies towards logical errors and stereotyping, specifically during initial interviews. Third one is performance appraisal. The appraisal of the subordinate's performance is highly affected by the accuracy of the manager's perception. The major areas of concern in this context are: 1. The manager may have tendencies to positively evaluate some employees because they are better liked or on favored task. Second, because of halo effect, performance evaluation will be affected adversely. Impression management. This is also a very important area where we use the perceptual process. It's very important for an individual to manage and control what others perceive about individuals. That identification of social image, self-concept, or some relevant factors that contribute to impressions. Perception helps the manager to identify the competent persons. Thank you.